Now, we have a very special guest, as I mentioned, Mr. Kapil Dev. He needs no introduction, but I would request Mrs. Naba to say a few words in introduction of our special guest today. Mrs. Naba. Rajiv, unmute her, please.
Today, we have the honor and the pleasure to have with us Mr. Kapil Dev, who actually requires no introduction, but I would still like to highlight some of his achievements. Kapil Dev has made an impressive domestic debut as a cricketer for Haryana in 1975 against Punjab, went on to achieve many a success in his domestic cricket career and was nicknamed the Haryana Hurricane when he represented the Haryana cricket team against Bombay. Mr. Kapil Dev is the only player in the history of cricket to have taken more than 400 wickets and scored more than 3 runs in the test. From the Arjuna Award in 1979, the Padma Shri in 1982, and the Padma Bhushan in 1993, to the Wisden Indian Cricketer of the Century Award in July 2002, beating out Gavaskar and Tendulkar. He is the only. The Kapil Dev also established himself as India's premier fast bowler and all-rounder in the home series against Australia and Pakistan. During the series, he also became the youngest test player to achieve the all-round double of 100 wickets, 1,000 runs in 25 matches. He is the only Asian founding member of Lawrence Foundation in 2000. In 2008, Kapil Dev joined the Indian Territorial Army as an honorary officer and was commissioned as Lieutenant Colonel by General Deepak Kapoor of the Army Staff. From the ICC Cricket Hall of Fame in 2010 to NDTV's 25 greatest global legends in India in 2013 and C.K. Naidoo Life Achievement Award and another award in 2014 at a ceremony in the House of Lords in London by the Indo-Europe Business Forum to the former Indian World Cup, winning 10 for his contribution to sport and for his work in the field of uplifting of poor and destitute communities through the Khushi Society. Off-field, Kapil Dev continues to be an all-rounder, a motivational speaker, brand ambassador, expert commentator on Aaj Tak, Headlines, Z Sports, 10 Sport, Star Sports, and other TV channels. He has written 3 autobiographical works: My God's Decree in 1985, Cricket in 1987, and Straight from the Heart in 2004. He's married to a lovely lady called Romy, and they have a very sweet daughter, Amaya. Romy is an entrepreneur in her own spirit, but is a director and a partner in many of Kapil Dev's companies. Romy also runs her own very creative business called This and That. Their daughter Maya graduated from St. Andrews in Scotland. Kapil Dev enjoys golf and I understand plays around scratch at the Delhi Golf Club. Now a movie 3 is coming hopefully soon with Ranveer Singh playing Kapil Dev, Deepika as his wife Romi. But there are a lot of achievements to him, but I cannot leave this without mentioning the most memorable Kapil Dev's tongue-in-cheek reply after his 175 versus Zimbabwe. He was asked if India would ever produce another player like him, to which his Kapil replied with a straight face, never. My mother is old and my father is no more. Thank you. Kapil, over to you, please.
Presentation.
Thank you,
May I
Mrs.
have the
Nava.
presentation?
Kapil, I'm Ajay Verma, and I'm helping organize and conduct this show today. We have some questions, but before that, would you like to say a few words?
Well, it's not my birthday, it's ma'am's birthday. So I think we should talk about her rather than talk about me. I had my share of success, but I think today we should say how wonderful we are spending time with her. And I met this morning and it was great to meet her and to talk about the life. I think when we have senior people with us, they are the guide to us. And I just want to know from her, how's her journey till today? You know, it's wonderful to meet people like that who have a knowledge, who have seen the world. It's wonderful. So I'm not going to talk about myself. I like to talk about her.
No, but people want to talk about you. They have a lot of
Mrs.
questions in
Nava,
mind.
would you like to say something?
So can we have the slideshow, please?
I think again,
Kapil, there are some photographs of yours which we would want to share with our members.
No, I like to see ma'am's photograph of her life journey. That would be wonderful. I think it's unfair on whoever doing. It's not my birthday.
It would have been wonderful, Kapil, but the way this is the way Mrs. Nava has structured this program. So we go by her diktat.
Very much. With pleasure and the privilege.
That's thank you very much giving me so much love and affection. But I think it is okay. If anybody want to ask any question about me, I'm.
What we have done, Kapil, is we have requested our members and our guests to give their questions. I have them and I've woven it within a theme. So if you permit me, I would ask you those questions, and I may assure you that though I'm a lawyer, I will not be cross-examining you because you're a friendly witness. So you can relax. It's all going to be fun. Okay?
Yeah, I'm looking for that fun, in fact.
The 1983 World Cup was a defining moment for Indian cricket. And 1983 World Cup is synonymous with Kapil. 303 runs, 12 wickets, 7 catches in 8 matches. Yes. How crucial do you think was your catcher, Viv Richards, in your win?
I think, of course, it's important. Every catch, every wicket is important.
How crucial was the catch of Viv Richards you took in deciding the game, the final?
I think in our time, Vivian
Can you
Richard
hear
was,
me?
yes, I think Vivian Richard was one of the
Kapil, can you
finest.
hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear you. I don't know if you
Kapil
can
can't
hear.
hear me.
I can hear you. I can answer
Kapil?
you. I can answer you. Hello? Can I answer?
Yes, sir, you can. You can.
Okay.
Yes.
Only thing is when you are playing against Vivian Richard, he's such an important player. He done a damage to all the
We can
teams.
hear you.
So Vivian Richard taking Vivian Richard's catch was always pleasure
Please go
because
ahead.
he was the most important
Yes,
cricketer.
please go ahead.
I
Yes,
am.
please.
I said Vivian Richard was one of the top player in our time. So taking his catch was always very interesting. I was lucky enough to standing in that position, but you know what a great cricketer to play with Vivian Richard, and taking his catch make the team more confidence. When you take a player of his caliber, take his wicket or take his catch, then team is need a little bit of encouragement, and that's what it happened at that time. And he was playing so well, and I was lucky standing in that position. And Madanlal was, he forced me to give him another over because he always felt he can take Vivian Richard out, and that's what it happened. It was very important catch.
Where's my mobile?
You know, that's typical of you, Kapil. Your humility and being polite. One remembers that in the first tour you went to Pakistan, when you took guard for the first time, it is said that you asked the umpire, please can I have the leg stump guard? And the Pakistani players laughed and
Sir, your
said,
voice is not clear. Sir, your voice is not clear.
need to be so polite. But that, you remember the first tour of Pakistan?
Yes, of course I remember. I learned my cricket through the books. Never seen test match before I played the test match. So come from a small town, Chandigarh at that time, not anymore. Now Chandigarh is a big town. And I learned my cricket through the books and listening to other people. And suddenly our coach and our teacher used to say, you have to say please and thank you and all this. This is a very much English game basically. So your mannerism is very important. And I went to Pakistan and I took the leg guard and I said, can I have the leg stump please? And I said, thank you. So I think in their culture was totally different, Pakistani players, and they were laughed at me and they said, oh, he knows how to say thanks and please. So I didn't said anything, but I was taken aback. I thought it's a gentleman game and one have to be polite on the field, but the cricket wasn't any more gentleman game. It's a very ruthless game, and opponent people can laugh at each other.
Kapil, cricket ties with Pakistan in the near future?
I don't think so. I think it's not depending on the player. It's depending on the government. Government have to make a policy. If tomorrow government say go and play with Pakistan, every player will play. But it's not our policy, and we should not interfere with the government policy. I think the country is more important than cricket. Whatever the best for the country, we should think about that. Yes, cricket is there, but cricket is by the way front of the country.
Ajay, if I may interject for a second and recommend that since you've got a connection issue, maybe you could put your video off, Ajay.
See,
And then
it
the
was
voice will come out.
said recently that it is only in the late 90s and 2000s that okay. Am I audible?
Yes, you are, sir. Yes, you are. Now it's much
Okay.
better.
Okay. Now, Kapil, it is said, can you hear me, Kapil, now?
Yes, loud and clear.
Okay. It is now, it's said that it was only in the 1990s and 2000s that cricketers from middle class cricketers from non-major cities were making it good in Indian cricket, like Dhoni, Kaif, RP Singh, and other Praveen Kumar, etc. Don't you think that you were the trailblazer in that respect in the 70s?
Perhaps we can say, yes, cricket went into the small town. It used to be played by Rajas, Maharaja, royalty, and those type of people, and very high end of people. But I think once the cricket went into the small town, then it became everybody's game. I remember way back in 50s or early 60s, only royalties used to play. But the cricket grown in our country so fast, so quickly, so everybody start playing. So if when I start playing, everybody was saying, if he can play, why can't we play? So that's what it happened, and I was happy to come from a small town and represent the country.
You did a wonderful job and you did us proud. But let me ask you in this context that when you joined, English was a challenge. Did you feel that it in any manner impacted you as a person, as a cricketer?
Not really. I mean, basically, it was difficult to understand their accent. Perhaps our English was maybe where I come from, not very high-end English. Today, the kids are much smarter. In our time, it was if you talk too much in English, and people used to say, he's sheki maar raha hai, he's trying to show off. So we knew English, but we never have a habit of talking in English. So that was a difficult part. And English was you keep on talking and things keep on improving. But I come from a Hindi medium school, so it was tough for me to manage myself there. The best thing happened, I would say, in our cricket team is when I become a captain, the first time in the team meeting, is surprising. Team meeting we took in Hindi also. We start talking. Otherwise, in 50 years of cricketing, Indian cricket, they always team meeting used to happen in English. But I think that was a big thing happened. We broke that ice and say, no, whichever language you feel comfortable, we can talk and try to explain to our team.
तो रैपिडेक्स इंग्लिश कोर्स का कोई फायदा नहीं था, तो एडवर्टाइजमेंट ही था ना फिर।
बिल्कुल पैसे बनाने थे, और कोई लेके आता है तो बोलो कि ये बुक का ऐड करो, कराओ भाई, दो पैसा दो फिर बात करो, because in our time the money wasn't there, and so whatever the ad, and I think on my face it looked like I can't talk English, so they given me the ad to do this ad for English speaking thing. So I was very happy. I was more happy about making money more than anything else.
Acha, WhatsApp was in circulation about a few weeks back, showing the payment slip of the Indian cricket team in 1983, और 1600 रुपए per match के हर player को मिले थे.
Yeah.
Do you think the present day cricketers are overpaid?
Not really. I think one have to understand that what is the earning during that period. Cricket board didn't have that money. How can they give the money? And when cricket board is selling for 5,000 crore worth TV rights, then they have enough money, then they should give. My logic is always there. The certain part of percentage should go to the player, and that is the best thing. If today you say 5,000 crore they get TV revenue, still the player don't make money according to the system. Hardly they make money. If they get 10 lakhs of rupees, 1 crore 50 for per one-day match, but they make 1,000 crore every match. So why not the players should make more money? What we made in our time, we were happy. I think it's not one should try to say we didn't get, but I'll give you one small example. In 50s, when Indian team used to play test cricket, they used to get 250 rupees for 5 days. The match finish in 4 days, they cut 50 rupees. So they given only 200 rupees. Those was different time, and we should not compare that time to now.
On that note, would you want not to be on the cricket administration side like Saurav?
No, one have to understand, sort of come from Bengal. I have to be part of Haryana Cricket Association. And if Haryana Cricket Association don't make us a member, I don't think so we can go to the cricket board. If you don't stand for member of parliament, you can't become a minister and join the parliament or become an MP. So it's a very, very important. I have to be member of Haryana Cricket Association, and Haryana Cricket Association never made me member. So it was, I don't think so I can ever come and become an administrator, even though we love to, but they feel threatened.
But you, Kapil, transcend states. You are India. You are all India.
Yeah, but you have to represent a state. First, you have to understand, if Gautam Gambhir have to become a prime minister, he have to stand election in Delhi to win and then to go on. So if you don't stand, then you have to go through Rajya Sabha. Then the board have to nominate, but I think board have their own policies, their own way of thinking. But I represent Haryana, I should represent Haryana and go to the cricket board. But if I'm not member of Haryana, how can I go to the cricket board?
That leads me to a question. Many cricketers went into politics. Were you ever approached by a political party to join them or stand for elections?
Every party approached me, but I don't think so I cut up for that. I rather like to be a simple life. I feel I'm a very straight person in a way. If I join a party and if I don't like about my party certain things, I feel like saying that's not correct. I mean, today's politics is happening. They are talking big thing, but nobody talking about looking after the population of our country. And they never talk about that. So sometimes the politician is bothered about their own place rather than a larger picture of our country.
You were a very successful captain. So was Dhoni. So is Kohli. What do you think are the similarities between you and the differences between you?
I think there is nothing. Everybody has his own way to work. Only thing is you have to have a team. You have to have a big team. If you don't have a team, doesn't matter how good captain you are, it's not going to do anything. And same thing with Congress or BJP. They can have a great leader, but you have to make a team. We in cricket learn to make a good team, not a good captain, good team. If you have a good team, the captain will be as good as your team.
That's again your humility. But I'll ask you, how do you make a good team?
You have to pick the right people and who are ready to work for the team and ready to give their life into the team. When you are working in every organization, there are certain people who are yes men or who are maybe not yes men and they are very aggressive. You have to pick the right people for your team and not yes man. When you start picking up yes men, then the problems start coming. So I feel you want to be a successful captain, you have to learn to say, I don't like this boy, but he's a great player. But we haven't learned to say these type of things. If somebody come out and say, good morning, good evening, thodi bahut chamchagiri ki, so he's very good. No, good player and good person is two different things. So you have to pick the good player more than a good person.
Kapil, what do you think of the fact that when you were playing, wives and companions were not allowed on Indian tours, but now they are. Does it make a difference having wives and companions join a cricket team?
I think why not? If you having a success, your family can't see, whole world can see. Why? But yes, we used to say ourselves cricketer, yes, first half of the tour, the wife should not come. Let the player bonding is very, very important. Let the player get used to each other because it's like a family. But last leg of the tour, we should invite our families and wives or brothers or sister or anybody. I think that is important because you win the World Cup and your wife and your parents are not there, then throughout you are going in life, you are going to stay with your family. So they will always say, what happened? Why can't we see there? So there should not be hard and fast rule. They should compromise where the player not get disturbed and your wife and your friends or your colleagues are there. I mean, your companion are there. It's okay. But you have to draw a line, what is right, what is wrong.
You were a great striker of the ball. You liked hitting freely. I remember in 1990 when you scored those four consecutive sixes of Eddie Hemmings to save the follow-on. Do you think you were ideally suited for T20?
I don't know. I never played. I mean, offhand, I can say, yeah, this is my type of cricket. But doesn't matter. When you like to play, I was a very aggressive player. And it doesn't matter if T20 would have been, if Sunil Gaskar had played today, he would have changed himself. You play according to time and that period. I think in our time, T20 wasn't there, so we never even apply ourselves. But all the cricketers who played in 83, if they have to play today T20, they could have managed and adjust themselves. Somebody could have done extremely well, somebody could have managed.
In 131 tests over 16 years and about 184 innings, you were never run out and you never missed a test match for illness or fitness issues. What was the secret of your fitness and how was your fitness regime different from the fitness regime today?
मैं अच्छा भागता था, घर से भाग जाता था, पर आउट नहीं होता था. I think you need a stroke of luck also. I would say I was little lucky. It's not I never got injured. I did get injured, but I got injured off season. These days, players, I feel sorry for them. They play almost 10 months in a year, so they don't get, their body doesn't get rest, so they get more injuries. In our time, we used to play 5-6 months test cricket, and then 5-6 months we used to look after ourselves or try to look after our injuries. Today, player play 10 months, so I'm not trying to say they get injured. We were lucky. We used to only play up to this much. And second, I was lucky. I got injured on the time when there is no cricket.
Kapil, how did it feel when you used to commentate after leaving cricket? Did you want to be in the center of things again, or you enjoyed commentating?
No, I like to give my mind what I feel about that. I think I like to stay away from cricket. Principally, I feel this is not my cup of tea. I like to move on in life. I never like to look back. But sometime, rather than when you talk, you can give your mind and your mind of state how I feel, what I look, the cricket is changing. But again, I like to stay away from cricket because I think new generation, new people coming in, they should take over. If one person will be there throughout their life, I think it's unfair. Where the next generation will come out and give their, thought process, experience also. So as I say about that, the politician should be up to certain age. After that, you should take retired and let the young people should come in. It never happened. People don't like to leave their chair, but I don't like to hold the chair. I would say when it's required, you should be there. then move on in life. And there is so much else to see in this world. But some of the cricketers, they born only to do cricket, to play cricket, to talk about, commentator, write about that. That's their life. I think example is Bishan Singh Bedi, Sunil Gavaskar, Ravi Shastri, a few cricketers, Richie Bano, there's Tony Greig. A few cricketers come out, they just played, and after that they serve the game. Uh, that's a better life also. They love the game and they go and see the matches and they make money also.
You see, taking from that, after retirement from cricket in 1994, you took up golf. You were the
Yes.
only Asian founding member of the Lauriers Foundation in 2000. Ian Botham and Viv Richards were the other two cricketers on the founding member council. Steve Waugh was added later. Both are completely different games. Our members Hardeep Singh and Sandeep Khanna would like to know, you and many cricketers made an easy transition to play fantastic golf. What's the secret? What tips would you give to golfers in our club?
I think one have to understand. I like to play sports. If tomorrow, if it's World Cup happening and I got a good golf game, I would rather play myself. Some people are good spectators, like Bengalis. They are greatest spectator on this earth. They like to watch. Some people like to perform. I don't like to watch so much. I like to play. I like to perform. Even I like to play marbles. I don't mind. I like to fly kite. It's okay. But I'm not a great spectator. So it's better to be an active person, whichever sports you are playing. Like Sunil Gavaskar, go and play tennis or badminton so much. So it's to your own liking. I find I played cricket on the green grass, and when I start playing golf, and I felt so good. I said, look, it's green all around you. It's a beautiful green. So it's your liking is very, very important, and I start enjoying golf.
You know, you write in your book, Cricket My Style, how you made your marriage proposal to Romy, and that you couldn't muster the courage to ask her, and you did it on a train journey when you came through a scenic route, and you said, do you want to take a picture of this so that we can show our children? Do you show that photographs to Maya?
Yeah, she knows the story, and we were traveling with a friend, and suddenly the hoarding of Amul, those days, like today also, you see Amul come out with a very unique ideas, and whatever the thing happening, they will come out with a topic on that.
Mhm.
They will say something, and I think I have a big, tooth like Bugs Bunny, and it was Amul butter on the bread. Outside the bread, butter was there, and the caption was instead of couple of these make all the difference, couple of these make all the difference. So two bread pieces and butter. So it was my photograph with they come out, and I said to my wife, I said, take a photograph, we'll show to our kids. And she said, are you proposing me? I said, what it sounds like. So everybody has a different. I come from a little shy family, so it was difficult to communicate sometime.
उस वक्त पाल्मोलिव का जवाब नहीं था. आजकल क्या है?
हाँ, जो भी पैसा देगा उसके बारे में बात करेंगे. I think no, the things change. When you are in 20, your thinking is different. Now, if today somebody come to me about a cola drink or tobacco or so many other liquor drink, I will not do it for $1 billion also. If I have to do it, I would say I'll do the ad, give this million or $1 billion to the charity. I don't mind doing that, but I feel I was not knowledge enough about certain things which I did ads. Now, if somebody come to me, I will say, no, I don't want to do that. This is against my ethics. Because when you are 20, 25, sometimes you don't know the life, you don't know the world.
Kapil, you appeared in a few films. Stumped, Mujhse Shaadi Karogi, Aryan, Unbreakable, Chain Kuli Ki Main Kuli, or Iqbal, acting yourself. How do you feel when a biopic has been made on you? And how do you think Ranveer has done justice or not? Gayatri Khanna from our club wants to know.
First of all, let me say I never done acting. If I'm playing as a Kapil Dev in the film, so that's not a acting. That's I'm playing my part. Acting is if I have to perform somebody's as role and I'll behave like that. All this movie I behaved Kapil Dev because so many film stars, they come out and play charity, cricket and other things. And when they ask you to just come and one shot in the film, I don't mind. Second question of yours is Ranveer Singh. I don't know. Look, I haven't seen the movie. They made the movie already finished 95%. Once the movie come on screen, I will go with you people and see that. And then I will give my opinion. I think they are fabulous actor. I spent some time with him. He's so hardworking. I was amazed. I was scared also because he was working 10 hours doing cricket exercise, playing cricket. And I used to get scared. He will get injured. Don't let him work so hard. But I think they know what to do. And he's a fabulous person as far as character goes or acting goes.
Our member Pranav Ranade would like to have your assessment and choice of what would be a World 11 according to you today.
I think it's very difficult to offhand one can pick up and say that. No, I can talk about Indian 11, World 11. It will be very difficult. You have to go in lot of detail. So yes, if you
What about
say
the Indian 11?
Indian 11, I will definitely pick Sunil Gavaskar as an opener in Test match. I can pick up Virender Sehwag, Rahul Dravid, Sachin Tendulkar. Then there is a Virat Kohli comes in. These are 5-6 boys. There is a fight between lot of batsmen. Number 5 and 6 will come out. Lakshman is there, Diliban Sarkar is there, G.R. Vishwanath is there, Mohinder Amarnath is there, and so Rohit Sharma is there. It's very difficult to say which one person will fit in that. Then you have Anil Kumble, you have Harbhajan or Ashwin, one have to see that. And older time, I will definitely pick up Vinu Mankad. I think he was one of the finest all-rounder we had. And then you have Mr. Dhoni. He fit in all kind of cricket. And then it comes to the fast bowler. I would say Zahir Khan, Shrinath, and maybe the way Bumrah is coming up. I would not pick him today because I would like to give him another 15, 20 test matches. If he keep on bowling like that, he will be all-time Indian great team. So these are the name roughly off the cuff I can talk about.
Ajay sir, are you there?
I'm there, but I don't think so anybody can hear me.
No, we can hear you. We can hear
We can hear you very clearly.
Ajay is dropped.
I think Ajay has gotten disconnected.
Kapil, it's very seldom that we can manage to get Ajay quiet.
Yeah, it's a big loss.
Technology, and you will manage to keep.
I have been unmuted. I'm now unmuted. Kapil, I was saying, what about you in the team? Wouldn't you be the ideal captain?
When you make a team, you make other people, you don't fit yourself in that. It's a very selfish thing. If you ask me to make a team, I would make a team what I think is correct. It's not I have to bring myself. No, no way I will bring myself.
I think he's disappeared.
We've
Kapil,
never
you're doing
seen
amazing.
Ajay Verma so bashful before.
Kapil, you're doing amazing work. Yeah, you're keeping him quiet. It's amazing.
I know, after that rapid fire round.
Ajay, which is your which is your best match out of all the test matches you played?
I think again, it's very difficult to say. When you play 15, 20 years, you can say which is the best. Every time you win for the country, that becomes the best. Yes, one can talk about the tie test against Australia, a few other test matches which come to the top 5 matches. But I think when you represent your country, every time you win, it's a great match. It's very difficult to say which one is one match you can pick. I can't pick. Every time I went into the ground, I enjoyed that and I played and had fun.
Kapil, this is Pragyan Sharma. Do you feel the concept of conflict of interest has been taken too far in sports today, especially in cricket?
I think it's very subjective talk. It's depend what you're talking about. That conflict of interest can be in everybody's day-to-day life also. If I have a company and my wife is doing some other work and she have to win the contract, no, she's my wife. If she's my wife, she's my wife. One have to see, the character of the people are very, very important. And second, the guidelines one have to be very clear. And in our country, the lawyers are so smart, they will bend and find the route, what is the best for everybody.
Very well said.
Kapil, if I may just
Pragyan, go on the chat. One of you go on the chat and ask the questions that are coming on the chat.
In the meantime, Kapil, you had
That was an
mentioned
excellent answer.
about Rani
Can I
Surendra.
ask a question?
And of course, we know her reasonably well because she's our president. So we want you
Kapil sir, can I ask a question?
perhaps tell us about your association with Rani Surendra so we get a little bit of an insight into both of you.
Oh, I think I known the father. I met them 40, 50 years back when I was I think that was the time I met them because, royalty you come to know before anything else. So we heard about Mr. Naba so much, and then we come to know they are the family. So slowly you start meeting and you come to know the people, and that's how I met. And they showed me the photographs when I met their father. It was wonderful.
Pragyan, may I request you
Pragyan,
to please take over and ask some of the questions which are on the chat?
Can I ask one question, Kapil sir?
G, please.
What I want to ask you is, you've been an iconic player. We have seen you all in our lives. All our growing up years is idolizing you. Have you seen yourself in any other youngster after you?
I think only thing I would say today's cricketer are they all in our time also have lot of talent. The difference between today's cricketer and our generation, today they are much more confident. In our time, we were little suspected about that. And now today's kids, not in cricket, in general life as such, they are much more confident and they are much more open with their thought process. In our time, we didn't have that much guts to talk in front of our seniors. And today the life has changed. The country has changed. The kids can ask the parents, what is this and what's this, that. I don't think so. I could ask my father anything. If father said something, and that's it. That's the period. That's period. After that, nobody can ask any question. Today, the kids come out and say, no, dad, you're wrong. No, mom, you're wrong. I think that's the difference we have seen in last 20, 30 years.
Yeah, Ranjit Rowley from our club asked, what was the highlight of your cricket career?
I think representing the country was the highlight, and then winning the World Cup, playing 100 Test matches, all the other record comes secondary. The biggest thing is the day you represent your country. That is the biggest highlight in your life.
Sandeep Khanna, again a past president, he's wondering as to how you have such an amazing swing and a great golf game. What's the secret of that?
God is kind. God said, my mom used to say, beta sirf khelna aur kuch nahi karna. Ye gana, ye naach, gana, kuch nahi karna, sirf khelna aata tu, sirf khelna. So I take my parents' advice.
That's a good one.
कि I only play, I don't do anything. अगर मेरे को कोई बोले कि एक thesis लिख दो या कोई essay लिख दो, I don't think so I'm capable enough. But हाँ, where it comes to play, I would be like to be on the front.
Kapil, may I ask a question? Sanjeev Jawahar here.
Yeah.
You had a coach, Desh Prem Azad ji, who made Kapil Dev the star from Kapil Dev Nikhanj, the ordinary man from Chandigarh. Where are these star coaches now? Where is a coach like Desh Prem Azad now? Are there more such coaches in the country?
I think it is the same thing what we used to have 50 years back. The teacher, our professor and teacher had totally a different way of working. Today's teacher are different. They teach you, but they are different. So I think we change ourselves, and the way of working has changed. So I don't think so you can find those type of teachers anymore. You will find maybe better, I'm not saying that, but today again I said you need a great student to make a great teacher also.
Can
I ask a question? Kapilji, this is PDG Deepak Talwar. I want to know, when you were a young budding cricketer, did Rotary play any part in sponsoring you in any way?
Yes, I used to get, when I was in school, I used to get 100 rupees scholarship, and that 100 rupees was very big enough way back in 75. If you get, my pocket money wasn't 100 rupees, but I used to get from Rotary, I used to get 100 rupees from my school, and there is one more company used to give me 100. I didn't take after class of 8th, I never taken pocket money from my parents. So these are the people who used to look after me. So I would say, yes, Rotary used to give me 100 rupees a month way back in 75.
You have a wonderful talk on leadership. We are Rotarians here. We talk about service above self. What will be your message to us, the Rotarians?
I think you should have a passion more than anything else. Certain people like to sit there in Rotarian or any other club to come there for the evening. Certain people are there who has a passion to do some work for other people. So you have to find those type of people, the people who have a passion to perform for other people. Any charitable organization come out, the first thing they have to understand, it is not for them, it is for the other people what you can do.
Kapilji, I'd like to ask you a question, please. I want to know what inspired you to open up the NGO Khushi.
Oh, I was just in the Delhi Golf Club and they were trying to do something, and I said raising the fund is not difficult. I think managing the funds are very, very important. People like us can go and request somebody, we can get the money. Can the money goes to the right direction? That's how it started, this organization Khushi. I said, if you are ready to spend 85% of money, whatever it comes, to the charity and 15% for your administration, I will work throughout my life. I don't mind that. but that is the goal you have to set it for your charity. But so many charities in India, they are doing the work, but they are 85% is the expense, 15% goes to the
That's right.
charity.
I absolutely agree with you.
Kapil, may I just mention, I'm Ajay Verma, I'm back. May I mention that we in Rotary Club of Delhi Garden City spend about 70 lakhs every year on our charitable activities which are aimed at underprivileged children. And you will be happy to note, not 1 rupee is administrative charge out of that money. The entire amount we collect is used for charitable activities. So it is in line with your thinking.
That's very good. I'm proud about, your charity. Your charity is much older than any other charity in the world. And I had worked with United Way's American charity. They had the same policies. They're such a big organization. If they write to any company, the company send them the check and the money will go to the right direction and right people. And that's what I think Rotary should try to look after the other charitable people who are working, if they can fund them, because a lot of good people are working there, but they have no funds. So we in Khushi want to do that. If we have surplus money, we like to give it to those people who are doing different charities in the country.
I was talking about Rotary Club. The Rotary
May I
Club
request
of
Governor to speak something on the Charity Navigator and Rotary Foundation? May I request Governor is sitting with us. If he wants to
I wanted to mention to Kapil that the Rotary Foundation is one of the largest foundations in the world. And we have a policy that, and you can check it on the Charity Navigator on the internet, that Rotary Foundation spends 95% actually going to the beneficiary, and only 5%, less than 5% is on administrative costs. And we are, at present, we have been instrumental in eradicating polio from throughout the world, except 2 countries, Pakistan and Afghanistan, where we will also do it. And we carry out some very big, large projects. And you'll be glad to know that we are given the top rating in the world today. For the past 11 years, we've got the top rating from the Charity Navigator in the United States, that we are the best performing foundation in the world.
And I would just like to add that we spend about $350 million every year. The Rotary Foundation's budget is around $350 million every year. So we are not a small charity, it's a big charity.
Yeah, but most important is how much you make. It's not how much you spend. How much you collect the money is very, very important.
That's why, Kapil, I was trying to tell you about Rotary Club of Delhi Garden City, which is hosting this function today. We collect about 80 lakhs and we spend 80 lakhs. We don't keep even 1 rupee for administrative charges. And our focus is on underprivileged children. And under Mrs. Labha's leadership this year, we are willing and we are eager to expand our horizons. And I'm sure that we'll have your support for that.
Sure. I mean, you are doing something charitable work. It's a wonderful. Keep up the same spirit. I think it's not only you should be charitable, you should enjoying doing charity work. That's very, very important. It should not be pain, it should be happiness.
Kapil sir, the president of our Interact Club, Vijeta Panjwani, has a question for you. She's a young girl from the Interact Club. She wants to know about your initiative of WOW cabs and how women can reach out to it when they need it.
At the moment, don't do anything. I think more important is save yourself. This corona have taken so hard on everybody. So we are saying, yes, when the time will come, WOW cab or any other cab, everybody want to do the business and try to help each other. But at this stage, I would say to this young lady, please look after yourself. Good time will come, and don't go after anything which can harm yourself. It's just calm, quiet, and look after yourself, look after your parents, look after the children. Children are the most important people, because we have to look after the children of next generation. They can't go to the school. How we can make them happy? They are sitting at home doing nothing. And that is a very, very critical situation today we have. I would request the Rotary to everybody, you should look into what you can do for the young kids, young boys and girls who haven't been to the school for one year almost.
Rajendra Prasad, Dr. Rajendra Prasad, I think, has a question. So we can't hear you, sir. We can't hear you.
You're talking about me?
No.
Kapil sir, अब हिंदी में बोलिए.
Pragyan, can I ask a question?
जी. I can't hear you.
Again, while Dr. Rajendra Prasad is sorting out his audio, maybe Jyoti Dheer can ask a question.
Yeah, so I'm Jyoti Dheer and I'm part of the same Garden City Rotary Club. My question to you is, you all, you are a legend in yourself, and I'm sure you've also had...
I am just a simple human being. God have given me ability to play cricket. That doesn't mean I become extraordinary. No. I think there are other people in this world who have done a far more greater thing in their life.
Fair enough. Fair enough. You have accomplished a lot in your life. So my question to you is, like you talked about, the youngsters today are going through such a difficult time when they are, probably just starting their career, and they are, the COVID is really bothering them, or they are just finishing 12th and they're, starting their college. So you must have also had a time in your career where, you had a dip. And what is the message that you want to give to our young generation, as to when you were in your younger times, or when you had a dip in your career, what is it that helped you to come out of it? And what is it that you would like to give as a message to our younger population?
I think I can say that every day you are not going to make 100. If somebody says you went down and not performing, yes, time will come. The only thing you can do is work hard, be sincere with your work, and that will eventually give you the result, what you are looking for. Eventually give you, the boys and girls understand that, enjoy yourself, whatever the work you are doing, and passionate about that. That's very, very important for these young kids.
Kapil, I know you have had a long chat here. We are most grateful to you for answering our questions and sharing with us your thoughts. We are very grateful to you. From 20 years back, when I used to meet you, you used to enjoy your white wine. I think it's time for your white wine.
Yeah, I think I'm getting... I graduated to red wine also. I can take other drinks also, but for last 40 years or 50 years, I only had wine, champagne. Now I don't mind trying a glass of wine, beer, so any other drink. But yes, I still like to control my drink.
No, but enjoy your drink. This is time for your drink. You have earned it.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Thank you very much.
On behalf of all of us,
thank you very much.
I'm most grateful to you.
Thank you
for
very
having
much.
joined us and made this such a memorable event. You are par excellent, Paji. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
May I now request Mrs. Naba? She had a very special announcement to make. Can I request her to make that announcement?
Please.
Yes, is this... Hello?
Yes, Mrs. Naba, please go ahead.
Okay, yes, I have a very special announcement and a very important announcement. Kapil Dev has been very, very gracious, agreed to be the honorary member of our club. And we are going to
That's great.
invite him and do the formality. But we are very grateful and thrilled that we have you with us. You're ideal.
Happy birthday to you. Don't worry about anything else. Just chill, enjoy yourself. That's more important. Today is your day. Have fun, and it's a wonderful meeting you.
Welcome to the club. Welcome to the club.
Thank you, Kapil.
Thank
you.
Surendraji, cheers. Happy birthday to you.
Cheers.
And happy birthday.
Auntie.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy
birthday to you. Happy birthday, Happy birthday to you.
Now, this is the formal part of the meeting. Now,
Happy birthday, Surendraji. Happy birthday to you.
Happy
birthday.
After the sip, can we all now stand for the national anthem?
Okay.
That ends Kapil, that ends our Rotary meeting. Can we all
Thank you very much.
This is a happy birthday meeting.
Joining us, and thank you for your cooperation. Could we stand for the national anthem, and Mrs. Naba, please lead us as the birthday girl. Nayak Jaya He Bharat Bhagya Vidhata
Punjab, Sindh, Gujarat, Maratha, Dravid, Utkal, Banga,
Yamuna Ganga Ujjwal Jal Tiranga Ab Shubh Naame Jage Tab Shubh Ashish Mange Gaye Tab Jaya Gata Jana Gana Mangal Dayak Jaya He Bharat Bhagya Vidhata Jaya He Jaya He Jaya He Jaya 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 He Jai Hind. Thank you, Mr. Nama. You can close the meeting.
Here with us.
Happy birthday, Auntie, once again.
Sohinderji, happy birthday to you and cheers for the happy and healthy life. Cheers.
Thank you for inviting us.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you, Auntie.
Thank you, Sanjeev ji and Rita ji, for joining us.
Thank you, Sanjeev ji. Very nice to join you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Auntie. Thank you, everyone.
Congratulations once again, Sohinderji, for your birthday. And
Many
such
congratulations,
a
Naba ma'am.
Congratulations.
Very happy birthday to you. It's been a lovely birthday.
Good night, everybody. Have a great time, Sohinderji. Good time.
Good night, everyone.
Happy birthday, Surinder.
Fabulous evening. God bless.
God bless. I'm sorry.
Happy birthday, Surendraji, once again.
Great show. Excellent program.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Last to happy birthday. And they see the screen. Oh, see it. Oh.
Yeah. Hi, Jyoti.
Hi, Sita.
Hi.
Nice to see you, Raj Lakshmi Rao, ma'am. After a very, very long time, ma'am.
I know. I was just trying to catch a word, but you know, everybody's so busy.
We just saw your chat. Sorry we couldn't give you the opportunity. I just saw it. Sorry, ma'am.
To wish you all, and I've joined Rotary in Bombay. So
Thank you for coming. Thank you for being here. Very nice.
happy birthday once again.
Happy birthday, Sohinderji. Happy birthday, Sohinderji.
Lataji, very nice of you. Thank you.
सोहिंदर जी जन्म दिवस की बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं एक बार फिर से मधुकर खेमका रोटरी क्लब ऑफ दिल्ली साउथ एक्स
आप लोगों की वजह से
Hi Anya, good night.
Good night.
Cheers, Fateh. Cheers. Cheers. Up you, na?